to the flag
Flag,
of the United
States
States of America, to the republic
Republic,
which stands one nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible, liberty and justice for
justice
all.
for all.
Roll call, please, Lisa. Commissioner Kriebel? Let the record reflect Commissioner Kriebel's absent. Commissioner Langria?
Here,
Mayor Holtzman? Here. Pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in accordance with the law. We do not have any presentations tonight. We do not have any department head reports, correct? We're just here for things we need to. Okay. No capital discussion. We have no minutes to approve this evening. We have an ordinance introduction, and that is ordinance 2020-2023, and that is the ordinance to increase the parking permits from $2 to $20 for a 2-year period. I think the rate has been there long enough. Time to increase.
correct.
Next, we'll have a public hearing and adoption of 2 ordinances. One is 2020-021, and that is amending Chapter 72 beaches, increasing our beach badges from $7 pre-season to $10, and during the season it is being increased from $15 to $20. No more weekly badges, and there is no increase for senior citizens. The next is for public hearing and ordinance adoption of 2020-022, and that is amending Chapter 143 land use procedures. Lance, I need you to just give a quick snapshot on that.
Sure. All that is we're updating our submission requirements to actually deal with hearings like we're doing this evening. We're requiring applicants to submit digital copies of all of their plans and PDFs, basically digital copies of things that we can put on our website. So just like you do for commission meetings, you can go to our website, look at the agenda, and pull up all the documentation for that. So that'll happen starting soon with our planning board.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Can we just go back 1 second before we got into anything? I did want to, out of respect for Mayor Phil Robinson, who passed away. He was mayor in Ventnor for a long time. I knew him really through my father, but I know he was a good man, great mayor. So if we could just take a quick minute, out of respect for past mayor. Just remember his council. That I was on this right by. Okay. So we have resolutions that we will be voting on by consent, and the first one is 2020-326, and that is a change order for the final work for Newport Municipal Parking Lot. It's actually a decrease of $84,206.81. Correct, Ed?
That is correct.
Thank you. Next, we have from resolution 2020-327 to 2020-337 are all tax abatements. I will go through and read the addresses of each, but each one is a tax abatement. So the first one is 106 South Surrey. We have 110 South Melbourne, 3A North Marion, 4B North Marion, 4B North Baton Rouge Avenue, 4A North Baton Rouge Avenue, 2B North Oakland Avenue, 2A North Oakland Avenue, 516 North Cambridge Avenue, 514 North Cambridge Avenue, and 912 North Harbor. The next is resolution 2020-338, and that is increasing the salary of Sue Simon. Next is 2020-339, and this is appointing individuals. We actually have 2 individuals coming off our ad hoc citizen committee and 1 new person joining. The next,
Bill Thomas will be going on.
excuse me?
Bill Thomas will be the gentleman going on.
Yeah. The next is 2020-340, and that's confirming the review and completion of our CY 2020 best practice inventory. Al, you're out there, right?
Yes, I'm here.
What score did we get?
It's like a 24. The highest score you get's like a 30, but the passing, so to speak, is above a 18. So we're 6 points above the average.
But some of the things we are not applicable, correct?
Correct. We're getting all the state aid
Great.
from our survey.
Thank you. I went through the whole thing. I couldn't find total numbers. Okay, next is resolution 2020-341, and that's amending resolution 303 of 2020, authorizing action janitorial to provide the electrostatic spray sanitizing disinfectant cleaning service. The next one is 2020-342, and that's amending resolution 2020-302 for emergency additional disinfecting and cleaning of the municipal building and the firehouse number 1 and 2. The next is 2020-343, and that is a tax overpayment refund to the resident. The next is 2020-344, and that's awarding engineering services, planning and design services for border and civil improvements on Baltimore Avenue, Wyoming Avenue, and Lafayette Avenue. The next is 2020-345, and that is authorizing cancellation of certain we pulled that day. This one we pulled, Maria? No? No? Okay. Cancellation of certain general and capital ordinances fund balance. Thank you, Al, for doing that work.
Yes.
There were some pretty numbers. The next is 2020-346, and this is approving the concrete ramp replacement at Oxford Avenue in the boardwalk, not to exceed 2865. Next, 2020-347, approving underpinning concrete slab at the Viking Growing Club, not to exceed 2745. The next is 2020-338, and that is authorizing the city to advertise for RFP for approval of engineers and architects. I'm assuming this is 2021, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. We will have approval of our bills and payrolls to date and discussion items. We have one real quick one that we are, Ventnor will celebrate Halloween in accordance with the governor of our state. There is Halloween. The guidelines from the CDC is face masks are not costume masks. They wear a face mask, there's distancing, and they suggest that people, residents that are going to participate, to have the candy perhaps out on a table, spread out where the children can just grab it and go, not like a big bowl where hands go in and out. So,
and so you're talking about trick or treat.
yeah, trick or treating.
So Saturday.
Yeah, so it'll be Saturday on 31st of October from 6 to 8. Okay. There will not be trunk or treat like we had last year because that forms too many crowds and it's hard to control. So, anything you want to say, Lance, about any discussion items?
No, just a real brief update on beach replenishment. And Ed's there, correct me if I misstate anything, but apparently the hopper dredge will arrive in our area on Sunday. They will immediately begin pumping sand onto the beach. I believe the pipe comes in at Philadelphia Avenue in that general area. They will be working from that point northeastward towards the pier. And then once that area is finished, they will move south towards Margate and then finish the project into Margate is the plan. They're going to be doing a lot of other things for us, fixing up some of the walkovers that were damaged during storms, also doing some repairs to the concrete ramp and drive over at Suffolk Avenue. Thanks, Ed, for holding their feet to the fire on that one. Making sure we're getting a concrete ramp to replace the concrete ramp, not a wooden one. And that's kind of it. So we're going to be hearing some backup beepers going for the next month or so, 24/7.
Thank you. Okay. Next, we will have the public portion. This is the portion where anybody in the public would like to state or speak on any of the items that we will be voting on. So do I have a motion to open public portion?
So moved.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Ma'am?
Is there anybody from the public who wishes to speak on any of the items that are going to be voted on? Please make notice in the chat section or raise hand, and I will recognize you.
Okay, do I have a motion to close public portion?
So moved.
Okay, so do I have a motion to close the workshop and open our regular meeting?
Did you second the closing of
Oh,
the?
I'm sorry, I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do I have a motion to close workshop portion of our meeting and open our regular meeting?
So moved.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We have no approval of minutes. Our ordinance, first ordinance introduction is 2020-023, amending chapter 217, the parking. Do I have a motion?
Motion to introduce ordinance 2020-023.
Second the motion, Lisa, roll call.
Commissioner Langria?
Yes.
Mayor Holtzman?
Yeah. I need a pen. Thank you. Okay. Next is on the agenda is a public hearing, 2020-021, and this is supplementing, amending and supplementing chapter 72. This is on our beach badge fees. Do I have a motion to open public hearing?
Motion to open public hearing on ordinance 2020-021.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, anyone from the public would like to speak on this ordinance only? This is the time.
Anybody from the public wish to speak on this ordinance? Please make notice and I will recognize you. No one.
Okay, do I have a motion to close public hearing?
Motion to close.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next, we will adopt the ordinance 2020-021, chapter 72 beaches. Do I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
Make a motion to adopt ordinance 2020-021.
I'll second it. Lisa, roll call, please.
Commissioner Langria?
Yes.
Mayor Holtzman?
Yes. Next is the public hearing on ordinance 2020-022, and that is amending chapter 143 land use procedures. Do I have a motion to open the public hearing?
Motion to open public hearing on ordinance 2020-022.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, this is the
Anybody-
time. Anyone like to speak on this ordinance?
Anybody from the public wish to speak on this item, may please make yourself known and I will recognize you.
Okay. Do I have a motion to close public hearing?
So moved.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next is the adoption of the ordinance 2020-022, chapter, amending chapter 143 land use procedures. Do I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
Motion to adopt ordinance 2020-022.
I'll second the motion. Lisa, roll call, please.
Commissioner Langria?
Yes.
Mayor Holtzman?
Yes. Next, we have resolutions 2020-326 through 2020-348 by consent. Do I have a motion?
Motion to adopt resolutions 2020-326 through 348 by consent.
I'll second the motion. Lisa, roll call, please.
Commissioner Langria?
Yes.
Mayor Holtzman?
Yes. Next, we have our bills and payrolls. Al, our CFO, can you please give us the amount?
Yes, the amount for the bill list is $1,721,533.73. And the amount for the payroll is $587,953.84.
Do I have a motion to approve bills and payroll stated from our CFO?
So moved.
I'll second it. Lisa, roll call, please.
Commissioner Langria?
Yes.
Mayor Holtzman?
Yes. Do we have any announcements or safety report this evening?
Nope.
No? Okay. Commissioner reports or comments? I talked about
Yeah.
Halloween and you talked about beach replenishment.
Yeah, one or two little things that just so everybody's ready. Dorset Avenue paving is going to start in the next week or so, as is new on Hampshire Drive. Well, those paving projects will begin in the next few weeks and should be finished rather quickly. So two projects moving along, getting some utilities fixed and new streets.
Thank you. Yeah, Hampshire Drive going to look beautiful. Okay, next is the public comment portion. This is when anyone in the public can speak about anything. State your name and your address. We limit people to 3 minutes. If there's a subject or an issue that can't be resolved, then we welcome you to call City Hall and schedule a meeting with the appropriate commissioner based on the departments that we oversee. So do I have a motion to open the public comment?
So moved.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone from the public like to speak on anything?
Yes, hi, this is Sally Loasis. How you doing today?
I'm good, and you?
Good, good. Thanks for the opportunity. I just wanted to bring up the odor that we're experiencing on Surrey Avenue from the storm drains. And we know that a lot of work has been done. We met with you all back in June of 2017 to talk about the area. And at that time, there was a leak or a crack rather in a pipe. And Lance, you helped to get that video checked and got that repaired. Now we're just dealing with a pretty significant odor from the storm drains itself. And I know we talked to Ernie, and I apologize, I forget his last name. He's one of the supervisors. And, you know, he said there's microorganisms and there's also materials in the street that get macerated in the process. But that odor has really gotten significantly worse over the last 12 months. And it just goes right through the houses.
Maureen and Sally,
Sally.
Ernie's here. So Ernie, did you want to?
No, I got it, Mayor. I spoke to Ernie about this yesterday morning. So what is apparently happening, it's not the same source that we fixed a couple years ago. We have an issue with, we believe it's the overflow from the water tower. That when the guys went down in and checked a catch basin there, or a small tank area that's underground there is soil, rotting vegetation and all things of that nature, that we feel that Ernie went down in there and got the same odor that you guys were smelling. So we have to clean that out, and then we're going to look for a better mechanism to, one will be and Ernie can probably describe this better than I can, a computer generated control system, an automated control system for the tower overflow, so we don't have it as often. And secondly, a way to tie that overflow into the pump station so it doesn't go into that holding area and create that issue. So that's what's causing it, and we found it, and we should be able to resolve it as soon as possible. It's going to take some work. We have to get a company in to come in and do that. The equipment we have just isn't capable of handling that.
Well, that would be super. Now, so it's not related to the water that comes out from the storm drain itself, or is that the same source?
It's a different source. It's actually, when there are times when we try to top off our water tank or water tower.
Yeah.
In the summertime. So we have pressure in our system when we have, a lot of people in town. That was pretty much all summer this year. So when you do that, you have overflows, and it comes out that pipe that's out at the bottom side of the tower. From there, it goes into am I saying this stuff right, Ernie?
Yeah.
Ernie's right here.
Yes, you are, Lance.
Ernie, if you could take off your mask so we can hear you talk,
Okay.
if you don't mind. Thank you.
No problem. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, I am actually meeting a vendor. We're going to go to the site, and I'm actually going to talk to him about getting the storm box. Whenever it rains, we have two pumps, and they pump the storm water out into the bay. And there's an area, like Lance said, that is actually filled with about foot and a half of sand and material from the streets. And as we say, it's all macerated and there's microorganisms, and it's creating an odor. We're going to actually talk about getting that removed tomorrow. And I'm going to work on getting a couple prices from some vendors, and then we're going to move forward. From this point, I hope this will help. And if not, we'll keep on looking for a solution.
So Ernie, I blended those two projects together, didn't I?
You blended both projects together, yes.
So
Well-
Sally, so the overflow is a separate issue.
Yes, that's a separate issue.
You think that's what's causing the erosion?
Yes.
at that boathouse?
Well, listen, that is great news. That would be super. I know you all have done a ton this summer, and I know that's with COVID going on, and I think Ernie told us there's like millions more gallons of water being used. So clearly a lot of people are down. You got a lot of projects done, and we really appreciate it. So thanks for addressing this.
Thank you.
Sure. Hopefully we get it taken care of quick.
Stay safe, Sally and Noreen.
See you later. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Anyone else from the public?
Is there anybody else from the public wishes to speak on any items? Person with the phone number ending in 3439, do you wish to speak on any item? Please unmute yourself if you wish to.
Okay, I think that's it. Do I have a motion to close public comment?
So moved.
Do I have a I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
We do not have an executive session, correct?
Correct. No
Do not.
executive session.
Okay, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.
Good luck.
Thanks for getting done quick, Mayor.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Good night, all.
I know what you're talking about.